Okay, the watch this video for Thursday, June 23rd. I don't know the exact timing on the Brexit, as they call it, the Great Britain voting to exit the European Union. Don't know exact timing. I think somebody in our room who actually lives in England, I think she said that the polls close at 10 o'clock over there, which puts them closing, I don't know, somewhere around our market close. But what I do expect is crazy moves tomorrow, like short little intraday bursts either way as news filters out. Oh, the vote is leaning this way. Oh, the vote's leaning this way, and so on. I do expect a big market move on Friday. I just don't know which way. So it doesn't. I mean, I'm in cash every night, so I'm not exposed either way, which it makes me pretty comfortable. But the market's kind of acting like I thought it would this week going into that, right? You've got 3 days in an extremely narrow range. Um, and you can see we did have a very strong morning, and then you got the a vote poll came out or something, and you bear flag, and you're going to get tomorrow should be even worse. I am not. I'm kind of viewing tomorrow like an FOMC day. I'm not expecting to make a bunch of money. I would love to catch a morning gap trade or a nice gap play or something like that, but after that, it's just going to be, I think, probably silly. And then we can get back to at least whatever normal is, at least back to normal trading. At least the vote will be behind us on Friday. So just be aware of that if you're trading Thursday, okay? DNKN. And this is just, remember, I'm a day trader. I'm in cash every night, so I'm just looking for trades that could make me some money tomorrow. This is just 3 days down. It's as simple as that. It's 3 days down on increasing volume. It did take out recent lows. But a lot of times in this scenario, you'll get a snapback bounce. So this just goes on snapback bounce watch for a possible intraday trade. AKAO, big spike, another big spike. Now you're 4 days lower, getting close to the 20-day. So that's on bounce watch. No trades in it today. MGT on bounce watch, no trades in it today. A lot of times you'll see bounce watches appear over and over 3 or 4 days in a row. And most times, if they're back on the list, it means they didn't give us a trade that day, right? So same thing with BSPM. It's a 3rd day lower, nice narrow range today. This one's really interesting. Let me bring this up here a little bit so I can see what today's high was. It's really interesting over today's high, which was 410. So if this gets over 410, that might be a decent long. NYMX came out with prostate cancer news, and was halted and then came open and then had a pretty sizable range. But if you go to an intraday basis, had a pretty nice close, right? So it was one of those, it gapped up when it came open and just tailed off, but really came back almost to where it opened. So that's kind of an interesting close. So I kind of want to watch that. I do want to watch that tomorrow for a potential long, but it depends on how it trades. CETX, nice volume spike today, but it gave back a lot of that pop. Just goes on watch. And then lastly, I have PAY, P-A-Y, which just got decimated back here and looked like it was bleeding lower, right? Up until today, got a really nice pop on nice volume. So looking for a follow-through day to this bounce tomorrow. I am not in love with this list, and I am not in love with the macro picture as far as Brexit tomorrow. So I'm lowering my expectations on profits. I had my first losing day in weeks today, and I broke one of my rules. I took an intraday. I didn't mean to say that. I took a pre-market trade. I almost never trade pre-market. 84.6% of the time when I do trade pre-market, I regret it. And so after all these years, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to cement some of my last few rules, right? And one of them is not to trade pre-market. Broke that today, and literally by the time the market opened, I had to kill the trade. And so I started my day down 500. I ended up down $54 and something. So it's a good comeback. I'll take a red day that's red $54 anytime. But it just whenever you break your rules in trading, the market usually makes you pay for it. Again, hopefully we'll catch some gappers in the morning. But remember the macro picture, and I'll just jump off here. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.